I'm not even gonna count. I'm not gonna count. When I was out there in the world, when I was out there doing what it is that I do, when I was out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I admit it. I would get moist when I watched the show. Only white man ever did that to me was Mike Dirk.
When I was talking about some ride at my phone there. Jump on it. When I was doing that, I ain't even gonna lie. I was out there, I was doing what I was doing.
Bruh.
Welcome
To the J&O Show.
we talk about,
Things that we were never told. I'm Jay.
and I'm O.
And now you know.
Let's go!
What up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Trying to figure out if I'm gonna do sparkles or explosions.
Okay. So we back, y'all.
Somebody back in the news. Y'all probably already done seen this because it's been all over social media already. We just want to jump into it so you guys can see what we're talking about.
I've had sex with 35 guys.
Bruh.
Okay?
Whew. Oh, Lord.
Impressive isn't
Whew.
the word. So if I'm judged for
Anybody else
having,
need a shot of this?
if I'm judged for having great taste,
We are in the bar, so help yourself. We got this for the next hour. Whew.
That's how we start in this episode.
That's how she's starting the episdon't.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Oh, man, I don't know. That was the big news last week. And I don't know. I don't
understand how people be like, don't be judging me.
Yo,
What you mean?
yeah, okay. Y'all, we all judge everybody. We need to stop lying to each other.
Yep.
Like we don't judge each other. We all judge each other.
Yep.
We do. And we're not going to stop either. Like we're not going to stop.
Especially though, but I'm saying like, okay, I mean, I get it to a certain extent when you're talking about certain things, but if you're like in the dating market,
Yeah.
like if you're looking for a mate, a spouse, you know, somebody that you want to marry or what have you, it's just like, that's a lot to just be throwing
Bruh.
You know what?
on somebody like that.
Yo, you know what's funny? Here's a funny thing. I've seen so many podcasts and so many things with people telling like body count on them. I don't even think 35 is high anymore. What? I've seen so many women talking about these astronomical numbers that they have.
I think the reason why I have so much, like when people are like, no way 5,000, I'm like, for sure, because when I used to go to festivals, I'd be like, if you
Wait. What? Did she say 5,000 bodies? Man, listen. If she think it's 5,000 bodies, it's probably significantly more than that. Because nobody has ever really... Like, once you get past a certain number, you stop counting. 5,000 bodies? 5 bands? Whew. Let me save my thoughts. Let me continue.
you can find me, I'll give you a free job. So I literally, like at festivals, I think in one night you have like 50 or 60 jobs. Oh! And like they're a 3-day event.
completion?
For sure, yeah.
No way.
Come on, man.
Like I've seen girls talking about I got 35 and they're barely 20 years old. I've seen so much crazy stuff just like getting passed around from person to person, man. Y'all over here just busting it open for everybody that want a little piece of it, you know what I'm saying? And they really convinced themselves that it
doesn't matter.
Look,
Lies.
You sit on a throne of lies.
I'm not gonna count. I'm not even gonna count. I'm not gonna count. When I was out there in the world, when I was out there doing what it is that I do, and I was out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I admit it. I would get moist when I watched the show. Only white man ever did that to me was Mike Dirk.
When I was talking about some ride at my phone there. Jump on it. When I was doing that, I ain't even gonna lie. I was out there, I was doing what I was doing. I was scared to do some of the stuff that y'all jokers be doing.
Don't be scared.
No, I was scared.
I ain't scared no popo. Call a popo.
Don't be scared.
I was scared. We actually just shot a video last weekend. We shot a video as to why I'm scared.
Yep.
Police allege Cleveland Brody knew his positive status since 2006, but did not disclose it to sexual partners.
Investigators named 2 victims in this case. One even died after having untreated, undiagnosed HIV for so long.
Damn.
I have been invited to little situations where people was just doing what they do, doing how they do. And they were like, you want to come through? And I was like, no. And a part of me,
Did you sing it? Did you say it like that?
No, I did not. I did not sing it. I did not sing it. I was like, nah, I gotta go home. I hear my mom calling me. This is before cell phones. I hear my mom calling me right now. No cell phone, nothing. I gotta go home. Yep. I can't even do this because I was scared of just being in certain situations. Like, look, the best way to stay away from certain things happening for you is just to avoid the situation altogether, because a lot of times guys, and well, more guys than girls, we get caught up because we allow ourselves to be put in situations with women that we know ain't a good situation for us to be in. We know we're going to get caught up in.
Yep. This is true.
And we allow ourselves to be, hey, so it'll be okay. Bruh. Ain't no thing, man. We just going to be chilling. And then
we're just going to be kicking it.
Yeah, we just going to be, we just kicking it.
Just kicking it.
Yeah, well, one truism in life, my friend. Let Jones come down. Be a mother.
And she gonna be right here, and I'm gonna be okay. I'm not gonna give in. I'm gonna be strong. And that ain't gonna work. Yep. And that's your only hope is to avoid being in the situation alone with the woman in the first place. Yep. I don't think it's quite the same for women because y'all have a lot more control when it comes to that. But there are some women who would fall to the same temptation. Yep. 35, bro, that's crazy. And I don't think it's normal for women to have 35 partners. I think that's just because of who she is and the crowds that she moves in.
Well, you just said you've been watching podcasts where 35 is not that many.
That's because you watching podcasts like, okay, so most of the women on these podcasts be like OnlyFans models, but people in the industry, the intercourse industry. And they various positions in the intercourse industry, scripples and all of that type of stuff. So it makes sense for them to have higher body counts because they're doing certain things. Mm-hmm. But regular people though, that's it ain't really much to say about that. Like if you don't, I'll talk about the body count thing a little bit later. But there was another clip that we found in this particular video that really spoke to the issues with doing what she did, because a lot of women feel like they should be free and do whatever they want to, but there is a drawback.
Mm-hmm. To think that I would be
give a damn what people think.
No, because that's a typical answer. Telling the truth is way more wild than lying, and for me to lie to you, that means I have to fear you. I don't fear anything.
Right.
When it comes to death, whatever, today is as good a day as ever. So why would I lie? I don't live my life like that.
Would you ever date publicly again?
Of course. I don't know what the vetting process looks like. I don't know what that guy is like. I don't know. That's why it's like I can sit here and say, I'll never date an athlete. I'll never do this. I'll never do that.
You're going to date an athlete.
No, it's not even that.
The next guy you date is going to be an athlete.
Why would you wish that on me?
I ain't wishing, because that's what you can't. You're the moth. He's the flame. He can't help. You can't help it. You think I'm the moth? You can't help it. Okay, what? He's the moth. You're the flame. It doesn't matter.
It does.
It does not.
Because I'm shining by myself. That moth is every time.
See?
But I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. You said, I know how it feels to be desired by men, but not valued by one. No longer am I drinking it away, eating it away, sleeping it away, effing it away. I'm sitting in my own ish. Mm-hmm. When you said, I know what it's like to be desired, but not to be valued. Mm-hmm. They want this, but they don't value that.
Yeah, I thought that was very powerful. The fact that she came to that revelation.
Yeah, revelation. Yeah.
Or realization.
Yeah.
How did she say it? She said she knows what it
means to be desired,
but not valued.
Right.
That's cool, boys.
Yep. And there is a huge difference between the two, because it's much easier for you to get, as women, it's much easier for you to get a guy to desire you, because men are visual. Yep. So I mean, it doesn't take a lot. You show a little this, show a little that, unless you just a booger wolf or something like that, then it might be a little bit difficult. But I mean, for the most part, I'm just saying. And even then, if you got a body, it don't even matter if you're a booger wolf.
Yep.
As long as you're presenting your assets in a certain manner, then it doesn't even matter. But for somebody to hold you in a high esteem or somebody to value you is a totally different thing. They have to respect you.
Yep.
And if you just passing your assets around to everybody, who gonna want to respect that? Because it's just like, yo, you don't have any value. Like, you gave it to all these people. Like, what value is it holding for me?
Damn.
So I thought that that was very powerful. And it's interesting because I wonder if her and others who are kind of in this space, if that's something that now that they realize, if they're actually going to start moving differently, or if they're still just going to just be free and just whatever feels good in the moment or whatever they feel like doing, just do that.
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
Because that's what they're used to. And maybe they feel as though they can't be valued because they've gone beyond the point of return.
I feel like it's just like, I feel like it's just talking to, wow.
Sorry.
Wow. Wow. I feel like they're talking to, I can't say that. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I gotta take it back. I gotta rewind it. Okay, look, this is not new stuff. It's just that when it was being told, people didn't like how it was being said.
Yep.
People didn't like the fact that guys had the nerve to be saying it. But I could just see if Kevin Samuels was still here, him doing the show and just standing there with that face of his, just like all of that junk y'all be talking, all of that stuff y'all be talking because y'all mad that you were lied to and that men are not going to value what you want them to value no matter how upset you get about it.
Yikes.
All right, body count matters.
Yep.
I don't even know how many videos we've done where we've crossed that before, but if you have a higher body count, it affects your ability to bond with your partner once you're ready to settle down.
Yep.
Now, if you're one of those people like, I ain't never gonna be ready to settle down, I'm gonna always be a hot girl, you ain't gonna be a hot girl for the rest of your life. You're gonna turn from a grape to a raisin, and you're gonna shrivel up into a little bit of nothing. You're gonna go rotten. You're gonna be just like fruit that's left out in the sun, bro. You're gonna go rotten.
Yikes.
After a while, nobody's going to want you. And you're still going to have to deal with the reality that you set up for yourself at that point. That just sort of is. A guy can be an old fart and still pull women if he has a lot of money. It just is. Are they going to be genuine?
Hell no.
Are they going to be genuine? Is he going to be able to connect with them? This, that, and the third? No. But he'll be able to get somebody to at least fake like they want to be with him and actually get married.
Damn.
Whereas on the women's side, even if you have money, unless the guy is literally just gold digging the crap out of you, which is way more rare from the guy's perspective than the women's perspective, it's going to be hard for you to catch somebody to get married.
Yep.
If money was valued by men, there would be no reason for all of the successful women to be complaining about not being able to get men to stay.
Ain't that right? He ain't lying. That's right.
There would be no reason for them to complain because you're successful.
Okay.
You very rarely hear guys talking about getting women that want to stay, that want to get married, that want to build a life with them when they're rich or successful. You very rarely hear that from men. You hear that from women because we value different things.
Yep.
Look, I was just as shocked as y'all when I heard a lot of this stuff.
Yes, sir.
Kevin Samuels made me go, oh, gasp.
Yep.
What is he talking about?
Bruh.
I was just as shocked. But when you start to look at life and the things happening around you, you start to say, oh my gosh, that's the truth.
Yep.
That boy is good.
That's actually happening here.
He ain't lying.
He ain't lying.
Yo, seriously. When you start seeing stuff like that, you're like, if you have a higher body count, it impairs your ability to bond with your partner. It impairs your ability to be satisfied in your relationship. It impairs your ability to have patience with your partner. Y'all don't understand. Like sometimes you and your partner could be like having not the greatest time, or y'all could just not be connected because life is drawing you apart. Something happened in your life. It could be just the kids. It could be the regular, everyday, whatever. Life. And being intimate with your partner can bring you guys back together again if you haven't already destroyed your ability to bond in the first place. So many bridges in marriage that can be crossed through intimacy between a man and his wife. And if you go and you have sex so many times as a man or a woman and you break that bond, you break one of the tools that can be used to keep your unit together. Not to mention your exposure to disease, your exposure to all of these different personalities and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people be like, oh, we don't know so much about the sharing of DNA, but like that's a real thing. Like you do actually share DNA with people. I know people be like, well, just strap up, this, that, and the third, but you're still going to be making it hard for you to bond with your partner when you're ready for that. If you're one of those guys, and there's a lot of guys who are in that space now, I'm never getting married because I don't like the quality of women. There's some women saying the same thing, or they're divesting, or they're passport bros and all of this other stuff. The way that we're doing things is not working. And I find it hilarious that we can see what the marriage rate was back in the day, and yet we still feel like we're doing better as we see things constantly getting worse. I just find that hilarious to me.
Because we live in a world right now where wrong is right and right is wrong.
So this is backwards. I don't know. I'm done. I don't know that we necessarily had a lot to say about Britney being in the news again and giving her exact body count at this point. I don't know that it matters.
It don't.
I mean, she's eating the consequence of her actions, but I don't know if it really even matters at this point. I think she's too far gone. A guy would have to be willing to lose so much business and respect to mess with her, and she would not want to mess with a regular guy.
Okay. Yeah.
So she might have made it so that she can never have the type of life she wanted to have. And the funny thing is, she has enough looks, even though she's crazy, she has enough looks to actually have possibly been able to get that, but she would have lost it because of her personality anyway. I know you didn't see the whole thing where she was screaming and yelling at a podcast and throwing things at people and all of that other crap.
Does that matter to you? Does that matter to you? Who had such an opinion about me?
Wait,
Does
time
that matter?
out. It's group. My opinion changed, but
Answer the question.
No, it didn't.
At the end of the day, this had a second degree tear. Do you know what that means? I believe in true love.
Hello. I heard her say that. But you
I
know,
said it 100 times.
Hey,
Hello.
Hey, listen, now listen.
Listen to what I say. Shut the up when a real is talking.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut the up.
Take the room.
Shut up. Shut the up. He's sitting over there. Shut the up. Shut up. Shut the up when I'm talking.
That's peripheral.
Shut up.
That's peripheral.
Seriously, shut the up when I'm talking. Hello?
Wait. He didn't mean it.
Hello?
He didn't mean it.
Hello?
But like I don't know if she's mentally ill or if she just feels so comfortable. Like even what she said just now, I'm not scared of death. That's because you ain't been in those situations where you really had to deal with somebody about to kill you. Like it's very different when you in that situation. It's very different when gunshots start ringing off right around you, bro. It's a different feeling. Everybody talk junk until you really get in that situation. And I'm telling you, going through the stuff that I went through where I lived and taking the classes I took and getting beat up and slung across the floor for years, bruh, it's just different. And it's very hard to keep you calm and be in that situation. A lot of people talk junk until they get punched in the mouth. And that it's just a different vibe. So, I don't know. But she could just be crazy because she definitely act like it. I'm not sure. I feel like I took too long on this one.
Yeah.
I should have been stopped because it wasn't really nothing new to say.
Well, if you guys have anything new to say, go ahead and drop it down in the comment section and let us know your thoughts. And also, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button somewhere around here. Okay, might be our picture. Just click on that. That's gonna be it for today, and we'll be back. I can't even say next week. Turn on your post notifications because we've been dropping during the week, y'all.
Random.
You don't
know. You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Hit that subscribe button.
All right.
I'll let y'all later. Peace.
Press the off button.